How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at the Discmania Glacier. So this was designed in collaboration with Gannon Buhr. It's seen a few different iterations. The one I'm currently holding is the latest to me, depending on when you're watching this. It's just their Creator Series. It's in their swirly S-line plastic. I would imagine this is getting closer to being a more stock run, but the Creator Series, they tend to kind of come and go. We've seen it with the Vanguard. We've seen it with the drop with Nicholas Antela. So ideally, one day, this will be a stock disc and you'll be able to grab it wherever. It is supposed to be a little bit deeper, overstable mid-range. I'm gonna be completely upfront with you. This feels like a good M2 from Prodigy. That's just what it feels like in my hand. The rim profile looks like it, it feels like it, and it wouldn't surprise me knowing that Gannon really loved that disc. But if you've thrown good Prodigy mids, because sometimes they can have flashing, sometimes they can get a little weird, but if you've thrown good Prodigy mids, you know they're some of the best discs out there, so it wouldn't surprise me if Gannon asked them to make him one, and that kind of is what it feels like it might be. But regardless, we're gonna give this a few throws, really lean into it. The swirly S-line plastic I love. It's great grip on this thing. It should be able to handle some good torque. It should be able to handle a bunch of different angles. So initially we're just gonna try to pump it out there relatively flat and see how overstable we're actually talking. And then we'll kind of go from there. Very controllable flight path. I threw that relatively flat, decent power. I didn't lean into it super hard or anything, and I got a very true straight flight with a good finish. I'm gonna imagine it's gonna handle Anheuser pretty well and be a consistent hyzer thrower. It might even be okay forehand. It feels a little bit weird forehand to me personally, but we'll definitely try it out. So I think I'm really gonna like this disc. This disc is freaking awesome. When I went to pick up that throw you just watched, the Anheuser, I'm also doing the Scorch review today as well, and it went farther than the Fuse Scorch I threw, and I feel like I actually threw the Scorch decently well, but this thing just bombs. It went so far. So what I'm gonna try here is to hold Anheuser. I'm gonna see if I can really lean into it, throw it hard, if I can get it to hold Anheuser and pan the whole way. I feel like I should be able to. I don't think it's that overstable. It's probably going in my bag. I don't know when this review will come out. You might have already seen it in my bag, but I really, really like this disc. So I'm gonna lean into it hard on Anheuser and see if I can just get it to hold and pan the whole way. As expected, they might have panned off frame. I probably gave it more Anheuser than I needed to get it to pan, but I wanted to really make sure that I wasn't missing something here. This disc is exactly what you expect it to be. It is a true overstable mid-range. So it doesn't go into the utility category, but like on a lot of Anheuser, it's gonna flatten and pan. On a little Anheuser, it's gonna give you a full flex. Flat, it's gonna have some good integrity and fade. Anheuser, you don't have to worry about it flipping up. I guess I'll make sure of that because I gotta walk down and back anyways. So we'll end the review out by throwing a hyzer as hard as we can to make sure it doesn't flip up, but I will be bamboozled if it shows any want to flip up. At this point, we know exactly what this disc does, so I'm gonna just throw it as hard as I can on hyzer to make sure it doesn't flip up, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. Yep, no desire for that thing to flip up. Didn't expect it to. I love this mid-range. I think it's going straight in my bag. It feels super comfortable in the hand. Phenomenal flyer. It kind of is like a DGA Quake, maybe a little bit less stable. It's like a really solid Rock 3. Like I think that's the best way to put it, but it's beadless. It has a little bit of a unique rim profile, but I don't really notice that in the hand. It feels super comfortable in the hand, super reliable on a bunch of different angles. I could trust it into wind. Thrown flat, it's gonna give you a nice fade. Hyzer, it's not gonna flip up, and hyzer, you're gonna get flex shots. This thing is a workhorse. I could see this being a mid that a lot of people choose to cycle. I think Discmania hit a home run here. Hopefully it becomes more and more readily available. Hopefully this is the start of it, because I think that it could be a disc that a lot of people want as their staple mid-range in their bag. But check out foundationdisc.com, because as it becomes more available, like might be a limited edition run, the one I just threw, but as it becomes more and more available, you can find it over there. So check out foundationdisc.com, see if we have them in stock right now, and I think you're really gonna enjoy it if you're looking for that overstable mid-range with a very comfortable hand feel that you can just trust out there on the course.